So it's a scholarship that was also recently implemented in Germany, at least for this year. So there's intake for 2024. It's also a fully funded scholarship for international students, and it's funded by the German government scholarship. There is no application fee. So, but remember, if your bachelor's degree is more than 16 years, uh, what is it? If you have a bachelor's degree 16 years, then you can apply for this. Yeah, like I said, your bachelor's degree should not be more than 6 years. It's something that they said somewhere. So this one has to do with there's particular importance given to social, political, and economic development uh, in the countries that you come from. So they are much particular for programs which add to the political, economic, and social development of your country. So one thing about this is that you either be doing a 1-year master's, which has to do with 2 semesters, or a 2-year master's degree, which is 4 semesters. And what are the benefits for this? You get a monthly stipend, which is 934, which is almost 1,000 per month. You get a contribution towards your health insurance, so you get your health insurance covered. You get a round trip air ticket travel allowance. You get a study and research subsidy. You get a monthly rent paid, allowance for your spouse or your children where applicable. So some of them are able to pay some amount of money for your dependents. And then because it's in Germany, we don't speak English. So they teach you the German language for the first 6 months, which is fully paid for. Yeah. And 6 months you can get up to A2. The scholarship start date. So the classes usually will start in September, October 2024. So you have time and all that. And all the courses are taught in English. So even though they teach you the German language, but all your courses are taught in English. So the details are here, and your eligible countries I've already checked, and Ghana is part, so you might not need to check that. So what makes you qualify? You must come from a developing country, which is part of the list. You must have completed a 16-year bachelor degree, which is like your SHS plus your 4 years. You must apply to a particular master's, which I'll show you. You can apply to up to 2 master's degree programs. And then all applicants must submit in English or German. So all your applications and everything must be submitted in English or German language. What are the necessary documents? So first they have what we call the application form. Then they also have what we call the DAAD application form, which you have to fill. You have a letter of motivation to write. You have a CV, and you see that here a Europass is also mentioned. So they need in the Europass format. Your university certificates, your transcripts, your currently written reference. So that's the letter of recommendations from your lecturers in the university, and your proof of English language skills. So like I said, the IELTS, sometimes they say it's optional, but for me, I will always say that you should add it because there are millions of people applying for the scholarship. And if you add an IELTS certificate, apart from it proving that you can speak English, that is the first global exams that you have written, let me say, perhaps in your life. So that one, they can actually verify it. Sometimes they have problems with our certificates and all that. But if you have an IELTS, it gives you a bit of edge over a lot of people. And this is an example. So where I studied for my second year, there was a lecturer who was the one picking the students. And one thing I asked him was, so if 2 people have the same score after scoring through all the processes, but one person has IELTS and the other person doesn't have IELTS, who will they pick? And they said that, I mean, it's obvious that the person with the IELTS will be picked over the person. So if both of you have the same score, everything, you have equal. I mean, the person with IELTS will edge over you because of that extra benefit. So I would encourage you, if you have the money and the time, please write the IELTS. So now let's go to how to apply for the the Helmut-Schmidt scholarship. So you submit to this. Let's open this link. So now, when you click on the link, which I'll share with you, or you could also just go online and search for Helmut-Schmidt program, and then it will take you to this website, which is the DAAD official website. Now let's go down. All the things I already talked about. So you go to application requirements, which I mentioned. So here we are Ghana. If you are Nigeria, you put Nigeria, and then it's graduates. Then you show application. Then here you can see the current announcement has already been given. The application procedure is in the current announcement, and the contacts and all that you need. So let's go to the current announcement. It's a PDF, which is the Helmut-Schmidt program. Please read through everything correctly. They have their objectives, who can apply, well qualified first degree, graduates from developing and emerging countries, development of their home countries, and you have already gained practical experience relevant to program, professional experience, internship, political, whatever. So this is master's programs. They are all in English. You also have the opportunity to benefit from events and seminars and all that. DAAD scholars are exempted from paying tuition fees, so you don't pay tuition fee. Like I said, the scholarship, you receive a 934 per month. Health insurance, travel, and all these other benefits come with it. All applications must be submitted in English and German, like I mentioned. Please indicate clearly that you are applying for DAAD Helmut-Schmidt program. This is a very important detail because there are other DAAD programs. You may apply for up to 2 master's courses listed below, which you will see them. Please read the DAAD selection criteria to get all this. Please complete the DAAD application form only once, and indicate, even though you are applying for 2, you only fill this form once and indicate which course you think is your first and your second priority. Then you apply directly to the master's program, which I'll show you in a minute, and all this. So please read this very well. Read this very well and get every details. Now, what are the documents? A ticked off checklist and list of criteria signed by hand. Do not insert a scanned signature indicating place and date. So if you look here, there's what we call a checklist, which when you open it, it shows you which documents you have included. And they said you should sign it by hand. So you print it out, sign it with your hand, most preferably with a blue pen, and then scan it back and then submit. So the signature must be by hand. Don't add or don't insert a signature that you've done electronically, and then it will not be accepted. Then the DAAD application form, which is also part here, it's also application form. It's here, so you need to add that one. Your CV, and here they also said it, Europass, and they've even included the link to where to get the Europass CV filled up. So you need to check that. Your transcripts, your confirmation of relevant professional experience and internship, and proof of relevant experience. So you need that. And then, for example, your national service, or if you are already working, proof of English skills, and a current written reference. Listen to this: from your current employer or from a university lecturer, if you are a student at present, on headed paper, so letterhead, including an original, not scanned or code certified digital signature, and date of issue and a stamp. If necessary, please provide a certified translation. So they've given you details. You must follow all these details, please. So if your lecturer is doing it, make sure that he sign it himself. He shouldn't put his digital signature in it, and it should be on a letterhead, and it should be current, not something of 1 year or 2 years ago. And this one, like I said, the application was from 1st June till 31st July, so 2 months, and it's 10 days to closing. So if you can do it fast, if you already have the documents. So these are all the things. Listen to this. Please note, Please note that applications may be rejected for formal reasons if you submit any document that is illegible. So you can have all the A's and the first class and everybody. If you don't follow the procedure, they will reject you. Applications addressed to more than 2 higher institutions that do not include a clear and consistent prioritization in the DAAD form and letter of motivation will be excluded from the selection process. That's another warning. Only applications including all required documents will be considered. Applications sent to the DAAD will not be forwarded to the respective master's courses. Such application documents, including any attachments, samples, etc., will become the property of DAAD without any compensation. They will not be returned. Any deviation from the application process will result in exclusion from the selection process. For further information, please contact the masters. So now, how do we do the application after them telling us all this and giving us warnings? So these are the programs that are participating in this Helmut-Schmidt Scholarship. First is the program called Social Protection, and it's run by Hochschule Bonn-Rhein-Sieg. It's in Bonn, and it's in English 4 semesters. That's 2 years. The second one is Development and Governance, which is run by the University of Duisburg or Duisburg-Essen. And then, yeah, the website is here. There's Public Policy, Willy Brandt School of Public Policy. It's in the Erfurt. And then we have Peace and Conflict Studies, University of Magdeburg. We have Management in Non-Profit Organizations, Hochschule Osnabrück. We have Development Studies by the University of Passau. We have the Governance and Public Policy also by the University of Passau. So how do I apply for this? So let's say I want to apply for social protection. So what I do is this blue part is a link. That's why there's a hand there. So you click on the program. Let me use another tab. Click on the program. So when you click on the program, it takes you directly to where it is. So this is Hochschule Bonn-Rhein-Sieg, University of Applied Sciences, Department of Social Policy and Social Security Studies. So you come down, you see that applications now open for, let me go back, now open for course on social protection and inclusion of persons with disabilities. So that's the program. So the social protection means protecting, blah, blah, blah. You can read all these things. Now you see here it's written as the DAAD Helmut-Schmidt application for winter is open. So this is open. So you can even come down, you see that it's open, and these are former beneficiaries who have also benefited from the program. So how do? You click on the open. So when you click on it, it takes you to where you can read all these details. So for information, check this. The call of application can be found here. So all these are information for you. Eligibility, see the countries, a bachelor's degree. All this have also been given, the English language proficiency and all the details you need, application form and all this. I've told you about where to get them. So how do you apply? You see this here, apply here. It's written there clearly. Apply here from 1st June to 31st July. You click on it and then you see it has opened here. Mostly it's in German. So if you use Chrome, you can easily translate it to English. And then first you create an online listing and then you go through the application process. So that is how that one is also applied. So that's the first one. So assuming you want to apply for another one, maybe development and governance, or let me just go down to development studies. So you click on that one as well. You go to their website. So open it here. Master of Arts and this. So this is the program. And then why should you study this? Application periods and deadline. So you see, this is information on it. I want to see Helmut-Schmidt. Good. DAAD scholarship in the field of public policy, and this is for higher this thing up to this. So you check for highly qualified graduates from third world, threshold and developing countries. The German is in Bonn. German grant up to this is in Passau. So go through this, and then the application. They've even added a video. There's info sheets. I'm trying to see. Okay. And it's a career prospects, language requirement, entry requirements. Good. Sometimes they put it here. Yeah. Okay. So when you click on the apply now, you attach all the documents with the DAAD scholarship, the ones that are already mentioned, and then you are picked or you are good to go. So there are only 7 courses here that you can apply for. And then if you click, and all the details are in this handbook that was given.